Hello, everyone. Review here, and this year marks AJ's 20th anniversary. And like something I did with Shrek, I thought let's do a retrospective on all five of the theatrical Ice Age films. I'm not doing the ones with Disney Plus because I don't really have all the time in the world for me to go over everything. Also, there are two reasons, so I can't really have much of a retrospective on them. And also, I'm going to show you this McDonald's promotion from the fourth film that I got when I was a kid. My childhood one that won't keep on. It's on the one that basically causes all the problems of the franchise, except in film, not in real life. And now you're caught up. Let's chill and watch. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with the first film. As a kid, I remember really enjoying it, but as an adult, not as much, but it's still a quite great film. The celebrity voices actually try to fit their characters. I could hear them as those characters, even if they're mostly just using their regular voices. And it's quite a good first outing. Now, I was expecting Sid to be like one of those comic reliefs that kids love but adults hate. But you laugh with him just because you just feel bad for him. You have pity for him. And he's quite a three-dimensional character. This film is mostly known for the HH baby meme because a thing that didn't really need to be a meme, but because it just felt like HH baby meme just felt like let's just meme something just to make a meme. Kind of something similar to the Yodeling boy. And Diego's redemption arc is quite well written. He gets to be with them and actually starts to care for the baby and actually starts to want to protect it instead of his original motive was to just bring it to his pack. Who are villains? Who are this film's villains? This film is your generic run-of-the-mill road trip film, but instead of going back to the place, they go to a different place. That's basically what it's going to be for all 5 films, just to get you a head start. Now on to the Meltdown, aka the best film in the franchise. Like as a kid, this was my favorite of the franchise, and now it's quite good. It's an improvement from the original, from both animation and writing. This film will basically start the usual franchises of give the main 3 a love interest. Plus Scrat. Yeah. Scrat, unlike the previous film where he interacted with all 3 of them, he only interacts with Sid. And basically hurts him. And the villains are a lot more big improvement to like these predators that are trying to eat them, a time of walk the clock thing, and also the bolters. Not really villains, but they were quite threatening. And for this film, Manny gets a love interest of Ellie. And she's not really bimbified, she's just girl Manny. She thinks she's a possum. And leading to into her brothers, or Possum and Possum. You know what? I know they have names, but they're very interchangeable personalities. AKA, they're just twins. And yes. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention this. Remember when our Wimpy Kid actually showed the first film? Showed the first Ice Age film in the background? That was something. And for this film, I just remember its serial motion, which was just slidey things. You just slide them around, slide on flat surface, and connect them naturally. I remember like this game from the Predators, and during quarantine, during the pandemic, I was doing online classes. I actually went for the Wayback Machine and actually went through the website for its Burger King promotion because I was playing Burger Time. Now on to Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Now I do have some memories. I remember first watching it like third grade, and I believe the teacher played it on it. The film showed a trailer for Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Squeak Bowl. Yeah, this also happened with Fantastic Mr. Fox. Just mention that. As a kid, I remember loving this film. Nowadays, I still enjoy it, but it's not as good as The Meltdown. And this is a film where Scrat gets squirrel pussy. Those are words that just came out of my mouth. And this film also has Buck, voiced by Simon Pegg, aka the cop from Hot Fuzz, and the shirt and tie guy from Shaun of the Dead, who gives Buck a voice that sounds similar to the Foster's beer guy, aka a beer that tastes better than Guinness. Fight me. Another memory I have of this was actually its third promotion with these pencil topper bobbleheads that I actually tried to convince my mom to get a box of Honey Nut Cheerios that wasn't family size, because I wanted the prize inside. I got Sid. And this promotion is a lot better than modern ones. And this film will be the introduction of where Manny and Ellie get Peaches, who was a baby. Now, before I get to Continental Drift, I'll give you a bonus entry. We're gonna talk about its Christmas special. Because Peaches goes through quite a lot of growing in between the third and fourth film. Not really much to say, just Christmas exists in this film. It takes place in prehistoric Earth. There's also an Easter special, but I never watched it. And for the Christmas special, I remember first watching this at like 2011, around Thanksgiving. And me and my family actually watched it, and maybe it was because it aired before Happiness is a Born Breaking Charlie Brown. Happiness is a Warm Blanket. Yeah, Christmas exists in the United States universe. And now, onto Continental Drift. Peaches is a teenager, unlike the third film, in between the special where she's a kid in the special. I forgot to mention the confusion, but she basically disobeys her parents a lot, and this film is about the formation of the continents. And this would be And this is the film where Diego gets a love interest. And she has a similar origin story to him, but she joins pirates with our villain, Captain Gut, whose shanty, aka his villain song, is really good. And since Disney owns Fox now, I can jokingly say this is my favorite Disney villain song. Yeah, this film is introduced pirates. And as a kid, I remember really enjoying this film. Now, it's good, but not the greatest. It's a very good finale. If this was the finale, yeah, but we'll get to that after I mention something about this film. It's McDonald's promotion. See, I told you I would mention it. And these characters in this promotion looks pretty good. The characters actually look kind of like vinyl figures. Now on to Collision Course. This film sucks. Yeah. And basically the film shows you that basically Scrat causes all the problems. The meltdown, the dinosaurs, the continents, basically the end of the world to this film. And basically what ruined a pretty great franchise that could have been quite a good finale. The previous film, but no, we have to make another film because the film's made money. And this time, Sid gets a love interest, and she's basically uses anime girl logic, but this time she's an adult. Other than Granny from the previous film, Sid's grandmother, voiced by Wanda Sykes, being quite the best part. Where she basically at the end of the film gets into the Fountain of Youth and basically becomes furry porn. Okay, time to address the elephant in the room. Last year, Disney shut down Blue Sky Studios. 1 year before this film's 20th anniversary. And my great films asked why. Why did they shut down this studio? Well, my theory is because a year before that, Disney lost a lot of money from a pandemic. Lots of money. So they needed to do some chopping. So they shut down Blue Sky and released some films just to rub salt in the wound. That's all for now. I'm gonna need a break from YouTube. And happy 20th anniversary, Ice Age, and rest in peace, Blue Sky.